is Orono-Maple Plain versus Dassel-Cokato. Cokato. I'll get that right eventually. Just reading off the starting lineups here. Starting off for Orono-Maple Plain, who is the visitors on the scoreboard. Batting first, playing left field, number 31, Jack Munch. Batting second, number 2, playing center field, Adrian Lacruzzi. Batting Lacruzzi. Batting third, playing shortstop, number 17, Michael Walker. Batting fourth, the third baseman, number 9, Dane Canwisher. Batting fifth, playing first base, number 1, Max Lewin. Batting sixth, catching, number 14, Blake Schillens. Batting seventh, DHing, number 24, Evan Grove. Batting eighth, right fielder, number 39, Henrik Munch. And batting ninth, the second baseman, number 8, Hudson Olson. On the mound, Mike Hakasi, number 88. He will be towing the rubber to start. The subs for Orono-Maple Plain are number 5, Campbell Reiser, 22, Blake Martin, 19, Carter Radens. Coaches are Joe Lewin and Bill Reiser. For Dassel-Cokato, the home team, leading off and playing shortstop, number 23, Alec Anderson. Batting second, playing second base, number 73, Ryan Reisenen. Batting third, catcher, number 10, Jaden McKinley. Batting fourth, third baseman, Jackson Yankee. Batting fifth, pitching, number 92, Isaac Salmon. Batting sixth, right fielder, number 91, Anton Hotia. I believe that is how it's said, Hotia. Batting seventh, playing first base, number 17, Brody Berggren. Batting eighth, left field, number 22, Nate Linz. And batting ninth, center fielder, Parker Hotia. Coaches are Justin McKinley and Nick Corbin. Substitutes are number 19, Braden Kelly, number 6, Cooper Enge, number 14, Eli Dahlheimer, number 1, Landon Corbin, number 13, Nick Young, number 27, Sullivan Sherpling, and number 2, Wyatt Abfalter. Now bear with me as I get used to the names, and we'll do our very best between Mr. Doherty and myself. Hello, Chris.
We'll be just fine, Schneider. Don't worry about it.
Okay. We'll see how many are actually viewing our game. Hey, we're up to 12. All right.
Whole tens of viewers.
Yes. I'm glad that you were able to hop on to Post 2 Baseball for this tournament. If you are unable to be here.
Following this game will be another broadcast with Fargo Post 2 versus Thief River Falls. And then tomorrow it's a full slate.
Pretty much all day.
Games all day. So.
All right, leading off, number 31, Jack Munch. He is the left fielder. Takes a called strike on the outside corner from our veteran umpire, Craig Ritchie. Takes a swing and a miss at the outside corner again, strike 2. Isaac Solomon is towing the rubber. He works fast. That one's fouled down the right field line and peeling out of play. 0-2 is the count. Just starting out here First game of the day. There's a nice bender on the inside corner. Munch goes down looking for the first out of the inning. Batting second, number 2 center fielder Adrian Lacursi. Lacursi?
It's actually Lacursi.
Lacursi. Okay, Adrian Lacursi. Lacursi fouls the first one back. Just a bit inside, 1-1. Salmon's a fast worker. Throws fastball by him for strike 2, 1-2 with 1 out. And he offers at the curveball for strike 3. 2 batters and 2 strikeouts for Salmon. Brings up shortstop number 17, Michael Walker. According to the schedule for Cokato, these guys just played each other on Tuesday.
Nothing like traveling down to Fargo to play a team you just played.
Play a team you just played. That one was fouled off down the left field line for strike 1.
Kind of like post 2 going down to Lincoln and playing West Fargo in the championship game down there. Nothing like playing a team 5 minutes away, 7 hours away.
Yep. We have 2 straight balls there for 2-1 on the count. Salmon to Walker. According to the Dassel-Cokato game changer, it was Orono-Maple Plain beating Dassel-Cokato 3-2. I'm sure that was probably a league game. There's a called strike on the outside corner.
A little bit delayed call there.
So we got full count. 3-2, 2 outs. Top of the first. There's a hard ground ball between short and third. Shortstop knocks it down, but is unable to make the play. Alec Anderson traveled a long ways to at least hold the ball on the infield. That'll be a base hit. Now batting is third baseman number 9, Dane Canwisher. Ball taken outside, ball 1. That one gets away from the catcher, ball 2. As Walker trots down to second base, 2-0. Third baseman Canwisher against Isaac Salmon, number 92. McKinley for Dassel-Cokato takes this opportunity to go out and make sure they have the signs correct with the runner on second base. 2-0 is the count. 2 outs and runner on second base. That one misses outside. 3-0. Salmon took care of the first 2 on back-to-back strikeouts. Gave up a base hit and gave up a walk to Canwisher.
First baseman, number 1, Max Lewin.
Max Lewin, first baseman number 1, comes to the plate after the walk. 2 runners on. Lewin takes a curveball low for a ball. curveball catches the bottom of the zone for a strike. 1-1.
As a traditionalist, but that's how post two plays on like 7 home is they play on turf.
Ground ball to short. Kind of a bad hop there.
Call now.
Runner rounds third base a little bit too far. Ball came up on the shortstop. Shortstop to third base for the putout. 5-6 on the fielder's choice if you're scoring at home or if you're not.
Saved himself from an error there.
Yep, he did. That was a very heads-up play on that one. So we have no runs on one hit, one error.
I guess he didn't save himself
Yeah,
from the error.
he
They
didn't,
still gave it to him.
save himself from the error. But the play was made 6-5 on the putout to end the inning. And we are on to the bottom of the first. Just once around the infield here for Orono-Maple Plain. Pitching is Mike Hakuski. There we go. Hakuski. Mike Hakuski. Number 88. Catching 14, Blake Schlins. Playing first, Max Lewin. Second, Hudson Olson. Third baseman, Dane Canwisher. Shortstop is Michael Walker. Around the outfield, left fielder Jack Munch. Center fielder Adrian LaCruci. I don't know how many times I'm going to goof that one up. LaCruci. And then our right fielder is Henrik Munch. Dassel-Cokato starts with Alec Anderson, Ryan Reasonen, Jaden McKinley, Jackson Yankee, Isaac Salmon, Anton Hotia, Brody Bergerson, Nathan Lintz, and Parker Hotia. Here we go. Alec Anderson, number 24, shortstop.
Why does he have 23? Yeah, well,
Yeah, it
he's getting 24 today.
looks like he's going to. Looks like he is wearing 24 today, but he had 23 on the numbers. There's a high chopper to third base. Very difficult play.
See what that's ruled as. It's a difficult play. I would give it a hit.
I would give it a hit. I don't know if he fields it cleanly, if he even is able to throw him
No.
out.
We'll see what the official scores give here. Yeah, they do
They
give him a
an
single.
error.
They do.
There we go. Okay. At least on the
Game changer.
on Game Changer, we're going by what Game Changer says. So we got an E5.
Well, it depends on which game changer.
True.
Absolutely. Parents running games.
Yeah,
Yep,
that's
when-
true.
Well, you can go either way there. So, stolen base.
Stolen base by Anderson. Quick jump there. Looks like we have one strike and a foul ball on a bunt attempt. And that's Ryan Reasonen.
That's got to be a hockey player. He's going to wear number 73 in baseball. He's a hockey player. You got to think that. 73 is not a real common baseball number.
0-2 is the count.
Right. Outside.
Ball's a little bit outside for ball 1. 1-2 is the count. Runner at second base is Alec Anderson. Little change of pace there. Gets a swing and a miss out of Reasonen for the first strikeout. And the first out of the inning. Jaden McKinley, number 10, the catcher, comes to the plate. Shortstop is bluffing a little bit at second base. First baseman makes the play. That would be Max Lewin. Took himself, so 3 unassisted there. Alec Anderson moves up a base on the put out. 2 away. Jackson Yonke at the plate. First pitch called strike. Little curveball slides in there for strike 1. Runner at third. Dassel-Cokato is trying to get on the board. That one is taken inside for ball 1. Fouled back by Yonke for strike 2. We got 1 and 2 is the count. That pitch misses just off the edge of the plate on the outside corner. We're 2-2. Cussy takes and throws the pitch, drop third strike, put out 2-3 to end the inning. Depending on who you game change with, you may have a hit or you may have an error. We are going with the error, so there are no runs, no hits. 1 Orono-Maple Plain error and 1 left on base. 1 complete. Score is 0-0 between Dassel-Cokato and Orono-Maple Plain. And we're back. Top of the second. We've got Blake Schlins, Evan Grove, and Henrik Munch. 6, 7, and 8 for Orono-Maple Plain.
Solomon will start this inning at 21 pitches. Given up 1 hit so far. Walked 1 and struck out 2.
Called strike in the outside corner for strike 1 to Blake Schlins. That one goes high and wide. 1-1. That one is fouled back to the right side. 1-2. Solomon to Schlitz. And a called strike 3 on the outside corner. Schlitz goes down looking.
Tough pitch to hit.
Tough pitch to hit. Okay. DH, number 24, Evan Grove, hops into the right-handed batter's box and ready to face Mr. Solomon. That one just misses. That just misses.
The batter.
Evan Grove. So 1 ball. There's a swing and a miss by Grove. 1-1's the count.
It's a good pitch combo.
Yep, almost hit him and then burn one on the outside corner. So that'll keep him guessing. Another one on the outside corner, 1-2. As I said, pace of Salmon is fast, rapid, and he throws a lot of strikes, and that one goes a little bit wide into the left-handed batter's box and scoots all the way to the backstop for 2-2.
Only because he knew he was going to say strikes.
Yes. Grove fouls one that off back to the right. Still 2-2. There's a curveball for strike 3. Kind of a half swing.
Back-to-back innings where he started with back-to-back strikeouts.
Yep. Henrik Munch, right fielder, number 39. I do have to say these two teams have very much embraced the higher numbers of some of the jerseys that they've been wearing. There's a ground ball hit to third base. Strong throw by Yankee to the first baseman, Berggren, and that takes care of the inning. No runs, no hits, no error, no Dassel-Cokato errors, and nobody left on base.
Ted, I noticed that you once played American Legion Junior Baseball. Is that the way you started your baseball career?
Well, it sure was, Jim. I used to play for the DeWitt C. Mitchell, post number 201 in San Diego, California. It was a great break for me, too.
Well, how do you mean that, Ted?
While playing American Legion baseball, I learned about the value of team play, sportsmanship, and met a lot of fine fellows in the process. Besides that, I learned a lot of baseball through the organized competition that the program affords. I think that every boy in America should play American Legion Junior Baseball if it is all possible for him to do so.
Thank you, Ted Williams. And here's hoping you keep right on winning batting championships for many years. This is Jim Britt.
All right, and we are back. We've got 5, 6, and 7 in the order. Salmon, Hatia, and Berggren. I'll get that right eventually here.
It sounds great.
Hotia. That'd be Anton Hotia. Okay, Isaac Salmon, who's hitting and pitching today in the game, number 92. Is leading off the bottom of the second inning here. And he turns on one and yanks one a long ways, but foul. Got the bat head out on that one. Appeal to first on the half swing, no go. 1-1 is the count. Hukuski throws one inside. Ball 2-1. There's a little bender there that Salmon falls off. 2-2 is the count. Bottom of the second inning here at beautiful Jack Williams Stadium. And there is called strike 3 right down the pipe. Hukuski strikes out his pitching compadre. Now batting number 91, right field and right fielder Anton Hadia. Got to keep listening to Mr. Brighamman over here. He usually gets the names right for me. So there's a swing and a miss for strike one. Pulled foul outside of third base. 0-2 is the count to Hadia. That one is flared foul and just out of play. About 10 rows up here at Jack Williams, even though there's only 6 rows. It's up near the picnic tables there. Still 0-2 is the count, 1 out. Time is called by Hadia as Hakuski is taking a little too much time for him.
And a little bit different timing from Orono's pitcher here.
Yep, his pace is a little bit different than old Solomon.
We
Still
did forget to mention he started this inning with 11 pitches. My bad.
It's all good. He's got 2 balls that have made it to the backstop through the left-handed batter's box. 2-2. There's strike 3 on a swing and strike from Hakuski. Second strikeout of the inning. That brings up first baseman Brody Berggren, number 17. That one skips through the left-handed batter's box again. That one's a ball all the way to the backstop. 1-0. Berggren takes ball 2 on the inside part of the plate, off the plate. Hakuski is pace is like Coach Doherty said, little quick, a little slower than. Now he's starting to get back into a rhythm. 2-1. Curveball misses outside. 3-1. Ground ball hit to third base. Eats the third baseman up a little bit. I would guess that would probably be scored as an error.
No, I would say that one's an error for sure.
Yep.
Number 20. I'm going to go with 22 on the roster, but it's number 20.
That's
Yeah, number 20 looks like is Nathan Lintz. That's our new batter. Quick check by Hakuski to the runner at first, who dives back safely.
the official scoring was ruled as an error by the third baseman.
That one's fall back. One strike, no balls. Nathan Lintz, the left fielder, wearing number 20. Ball outside, evens the count at 1-1. 2 outs. Bottom of the second. Fastball blown by him for 1-2. That one had a little giddy up on it.
Yeah, they had a little bit more pace than some of his other fastballs here. Fastball up.
That one's fouled straight back to us. At least it looked like it was coming to us, and the dang net in the way.
You would have caught it.
I would have had it. 1 and 2 is the count.
I had you. Brighamman would have tore a hamstring, but he would have dove for it.
Ground ball back up the middle.
Oh, nice bounce.
nice little scoop off the turf for the second baseman, Hudson Olson, who steps on second base and ends the inning. Lentz is out on a fielder's choice. And that ends the inning for Dassel-Cokato. No runs, no hits, 1 Orono-Maple Grove error, and nobody left on base. No score here at Jack Williams Stadium after 2 innings. All right, top of the third, and we have 9-1-2 here for Orono-Maple Plain. Hudson Olson, second baseman, number 8.
Salmon starting this inning with 32 pitches, giving up 1 hit, walked 1, and struck out 4.
Called strike on the inside corner. That one ripped hard right at the second baseman, who makes a very nice play for the out.
Yeah, those of you at home didn't see that because the guy evidently running the camera forgot to press the button to change camera, so I apologize. It was a really nice catch on a diving ball.
It was a very nice play.
It happened somewhere around second base there.
And we're back to the top of the order with Jack Munch, who struck out looking to start the game. Takes a second ball, 2-0. There's a fastball hit towards center field. Out there in center field is Parker Hotia, and he drifts over and makes the catch for out number 2. 2 down. Adrian LaCourcy steps to the plate. He also was a strikeout victim in the first inning. Called strike on the outside corner. Strike 1. Salmon in the windup, and he's again, the pace is pretty quick for him. Good fastball again on the outside corner. He tries the curveball, and LaCourcy rips it foul down the third baseline. Still 0-2. Little flare to the first base foul territory. And
no, that one wasn't my fault. That's off camera, but the first baseman does make
make
catch.
a nice catch. Brody Berggren with a nice catch on the pop out in foul territory to end the inning. No runs, no hits, no Dassel-Cokato errors, and we are tied at 0 through 2.5 innings of play. Coming to bat, we've got 9-1-2 for Dassel-Cokato. got Parker Hotia, and then we jump back to the top of the order with Alec Anderson and Ryan Reasonen.
Nice day out here, Jack Williams, today.
Yes.
Wind's blowing in slightly. Flag's moving in. You can kind of see it through the net on your screen. Picks up every now and then. For the tens of you that are listening to the soothing sounds of our voices.
We're up to 14 now.
14.
So, yep.
Well, welcome
So
all 14 of
welcome
you.
all 14.
If you're close enough, you should stop down. At least get a monster cookie. They're delicious.
They are, and nutritious.
Yes.
Well, there are
Yeah,
lots
they have
of-
oatmeal in them.
There's oatmeal in them.
Yep.
So. All right. Number 9 batter, number 90, center fielder Parker Hadia fills the right-handed batter's box and ready to face Mike Hakuski.
Who's wearing 88 and starting this inning with 32 pitches.
A base hit by Hadia into right center field, drops one in. Back to the top of the order.
Dassel-Cokato's first hit of the day.
Alec Anderson, who reached on an error by the third baseman in the first inning. Looking at signs by the third base coach. Now they're ready to go. Fastball outside corner for strike one by Hakusi.
What's that? That was actually 24. Yeah.
There's a try to first base, try to pick the runner off. Hatia dives back safely. There's a called strike and a stolen base by Parker Hatia. So Anderson is down 0-2 in the count. Runner at second base now. Looking to break through to get a run across. There's a ground ball right back to the pitcher. Pitcher takes a look at the runner and decides, I'm going to go to first with it.
A little bit of indecision.
Yep.
Might have had him hung up there.
Might have had him hung up. Decided to go get the out at first base. So the old 1-3 put out for the first out of the inning. Allows Parker Hatia to move on to third base, just 90 feet away. Ryan Reasonen up to bat, pops it up somewhere on the infield. Looks like the shortstop is calling it and makes the catch for out number 2. One pitch, one out there. That brings up Jaden McKinley, who grounded out to the first baseman unassisted in the first inning. Best scoring chance right now for Dassel-Cokato right now with that runner at third base. And their number 3 hitter. Ball outside. Swing and a miss, 1-1. It's a good healthy cut there. Didn't get cheated.
No.
1-1's count. 2 out, runner at third. Swing and a miss by McKinley again. 1-2 is the count. Ground ball, second baseman, scoop, and makes the play. 4-3 on the putout. And that ends the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no Orono-Maple Plain errors, and 1 left on base. After 3 complete, we are still tied at 0. Dassel-Cokato, and Orono-Maple Plain.
It wasn't until 1925 that the American Legion gave birth to its first youth program, and that was American Legion Baseball. And the emphasis was on citizenship and sportsmanship.
Travel ball, a lot of the times you go and you play and it's kind of just more of an individual game. But in Legion Baseball, it's more of a team working towards a goal, and I really appreciate that.
That you're playing for something more than just yourself. You're playing for all the past veterans who have served. You're playing for the people who are still serving in the military. And it's a huge honor to be part of this program.
Well, we're up to 26 viewers already, Mr. Doherty.
That's right. We must be putting on a heck
Must
of a
be
show.
Entertaining like is all get out
Not
here.
slaughtering names at all.
Oh, right. Right. All right, we've got 3, 4, 5 for Orono-Maple Plain. We've got Walker, Canwisher, and Lewin here to start the top of the fourth. We are cruising along.
And Solomon will start this inning with 41 pitches. He's given up 1 hit, walked 1, and struck out 4.
Solomon has been efficient and
works quickly.
Works very quickly. Yes, he's done a really great job.
Yeah, I'm beginning to think that these two teams just put numbers 1 through 100 in a hat and picked out a number, because
that one drifts low through the right-handed batter's box for a ball.
I think Brighamman may be right. It might just be two teams full of hockey players. Oh, they
that
are
could
Minnesota,
be.
so it
Yeah, that
could be true.
There's a hard ground ball hit to shortstop, who adjusts and makes a very nice play, 6-3 on the putout.
He did a pretty good job of sticking with that one. That was a tough bounce towards the end there.
That was Alec Anderson all the way over to Brody Berggren for the first out of the top of the fourth inning. Now batting, Dane Canwisher takes called strike. Last time up, Dane walked. Ball 1-1 to the third baseman, number 9. Foul off, looked like a leg on that one. 1-2 is the count. There's swing miss on strike 3 on something in the dirt, a little off speed. Canwisher is out on strikes, and a throw down number 2-3 for the put out for the second out of the inning. Max Lewin, the first baseman, and number 1 lifts the first pitch to him to center field, and Parker Hotia moves over and makes the catch. No runs, no hits, no Dassel-Cokato errors, and that is a very quick, about a
5-6 pitch inning.
Yep, a very quick inning for
both pitchers have been efficient so far.
very efficient.
Arnold's pitcher, for sake of not slaughtering the name, is going to start at the bottom. 1 pitch shy of where Solomon did at 41. He's given up 2 hits. Again, one of those was probably an error, so we have to decide on which game changer you're following. But according to the official score here, you got 1 hit, no walks, and struck out 4. So both pitchers have been efficient.
And as I said, they did play just recently 3-2. Orono-Maple Plain won that one over Dassel-Cokato. So I'm sure, being a couple of cities teams, that they are quite familiar with each other. And we go 4, 5, and 6 with Yankee, Salmon, and Hotia. This would be Anton Hotia, the right fielder, in the bottom of the 4th. Here's the throw to second. A little around the infield, and batter is walking to the plate. As I said, that is third baseman, number 11, Jackson Yankee, comes to the plate. He struck out and was thrown out on a dropped third strike as the last out of the first inning. First pitch called strike by Hakasi. That one fills his own little low. 1-1's count. Called strike on the outside corner. Hakasi is up 1-2 on Yankee. Tries a little bit more outside and misses on that one. 2-2 is the count. Hakasi tries a fastball and that one rides up high. Full count. Yankee and Hakasi. Payoff pitch. That one lined right down the right field line.
Gonna go for 2.
And that's going to go for 2. It looks like the wet field conditions out there are still slowing some things down. So when the ball hit the grass out there, kind of died.
Kind of just died on the the right fielder there. He was there.
He was there, and then all of a sudden it slowed down, and Yankee put on a burst of speed there and ran all the way around and got to second base here. That brings up the pitcher, Isaac Salmon, who wants to help his cause, number 92. Ooh, hacks at one, fouls it back. 0-1. Could be like the size of the jerseys, you know, if they're
Could
looking
be.
for like
Bigger kids get bigger numbers.
Bigger numbers. Kind of like football even.
Oh, that's going to get through.
Gets through. Infield. Nobody's looking for the cut. Left fielder picks it up. Throws it to third baseman. Base knock there for Isaac Salmon. After he went down looking in the first at bat. Yankee advances to third. Runners first and third. Nobody out. Dassel-Cokato is looking for their first run of the game.
Well, they got a couple stolen bases already today, so I would assume they're going to run here, but be a run bunt situation. See if they can. Or
Turns on one, and that one goes foul, out of play.
Or that.
Strike one. Is Anton Hotia, that is at the plate. Again, coach is flashing signs down the third base line. First line for third base box.
Ooh.
Just foul.
Didn't miss by much there.
Did not miss by much. The first 2 or 3 bounces looked like they're in fair territory, and then it kind of peeled a little bit out.
hit the edge of that grass and went left a little bit.
Yep. Count is 0-2. Hotia, this is Anton, right fielder. Swing and a miss on a changeup. And the runner from first breaks late and advances to second. More of a defensive indifference on that one, I think. The catcher kind of was like, I don't think I'm going to throw it down on him. So
that was probably a good choice. You could see third base was ready to go.
Yeah, third base is ready to go here. So we got runners at second and third now after the strikeout. First out of the inning. Dassel-Cokato is looking to scratch one across here, or maybe a couple. There's a safety squeeze, a bunt, very well done.
That was a good bunt.
And that just died right in front of the plate. That's got to be a base hit. And that scores the first run of the game for either team. Dassel-Cokato is up 1-0. Salmon checks in at third base, and Brody Berggren is now at first.
That was ruled a hit, so
don't know what else it could be. It was
perfectly placed bunt.
Very well done. There's another bunt. That one just squirts foul. Another safety squeeze going there. Runner from first, who is Berggren, was breaking to second when Lintz was trying to bunt it down the first baseline. The coaches for Dassel-Cokato are Justin McKinley and Nick Corbin. Not sure which one is in which batter or coach's box. There's strike 2 taken by Lintz. He was looking like he was squaring to bunt and then kind of pulled back, and
runner did advance to second.
Runner did advance to second, so probably another DI there, but
take strike 3.
Strike 3.
But that's 3. Yeah, that's strike 3.
It is most definitely strike 3. It's official if it's on the board. So that's a backwards K on that one. So runners at second and third with Parker Hotia up to the plate. Number 90, the center fielder, made a couple nice plays in the outfield. There's a shot to center field.
Kind of drifting away.
And a great diving catch. That one by LaCourcy. Heck of a nice diving play there to end the inning. Line out to center field, ends the inning. That gives us our first run for Dassel-Cokato on 3 hits, 2 left on base, and no Orono-Maple Plain errors. As we head to the top of the 5th, Dassel-Cokato leads 1-0 over Orono-Maple Plain here at the Jim Peterson tournament at Jack Williams Stadium. Again, your post 2 team plays at 7:30 against Thief River Falls.
Thief River Falls, yep.
Thief River Falls, so come out and catch the game at the ball yard here. Have a monster cookie and or try some of those. That super nachos. I have not tried one of those yet.
They're good.
They look massive, and
I would opt for the 2 to 3 cookies instead of the nachos, but that's just me.
Had a couple of burgers the last weekend when we were out for the tournament for the Junior Legion tournament that was hosted here, and those cheeseburgers are outstanding, and the monster cookies, as Mr. Doherty has alluded to already. All right, Here we go.
So Solomon is going to start this inning at 48 pitches. So again, he's been efficient. Both pitchers really have been fairly efficient today.
There's Blake Schlintz. That drives the first pitch into right field, caught by Anton Hotia. First out of the inning. Evan Grove, the DH, number 24, comes to the plate. Swing and a miss. For strike one. Grove was a strikeout victim.
He did go.
He did go. Checked down the first baseline, and it was confirmed that it was a strike. So Grove is down 0-2 in the count. 1 out. That one's up a little high. Top of the zone.
That's a
Just
tough take.
misses. Yep. There's called strike 3 for Mr. Solomon.
And they're giving him 6th strikeout of the game.
That's he's had a few of the looking varieties too here. I want to say half of them are probably. Henrik Munch, right fielder, is in the right-handed batter's box. Takes a called strike from Solomon. That one tapped foul. He's down 0-2. As we've said repeatedly, Mr. Solomon works fast and is very efficient with his pitching. Did he offer? He did. Drop third strike. Throw down by the catcher, McKinley, to Mr. Berggren at first base. Ends the inning. No runs, no hits, no Dassel-Cokato errors, and nobody left on base. After 4.5, Dassel-Cokato leads 1-0 over Orono-Maple Plain. Well, after stuffing my face with a nice kind of Monster bar-ish type thing, we have Alec Anderson, top of the order here for Dassel-Cokato. He's been on base once on an error, and then been put out 1-3. Takes a strike, and then grounds one on a one-hopper to the first baseman, who takes 3 unassisted for the first out of the 5th inning. Bottom of the 5th inning, excuse me. Ryan Reasonen now up at the plate. Called strike 1. So it was Anderson, Reasonen, and McKinley here in the bottom of the 5th inning. I Nice curveball for strike 2. 0-2 is the count. Dassel-Cokato broke through last inning on scoring 1 run on 3 hits. Reason digs in. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Reason is down on strikes for the second time in the game. That brings up Jaden McKinley. McKinley.
Kluski picks up his 7th strikeout too.
They are like very mirror images of each other. They are working quite quickly and throwing strikes. That one goes behind the batter.
It's almost any time you've said strike today,
Yep.
it goes.
Yep.
That was a rarity,
Yep.
folks. That was not something that we see every time.
McKinley takes a ball. There's ball 2 on the outside corner of the plate. 2-0. Hukuski gives up a base knock right between the shortstop and the third baseman. McKinley is on for the first time today at first base. That brings up Jackson Yonke, number 11. He started the scoring last inning, starting with a double that went ringing down the right field line. And he also has a strikeout in the first inning. Throw over to first, not in time. Just checking on McKinley to make sure that he's paying attention over there. Called strike on the outside corner. Yonke doesn't necessarily agree with the call, but that was the call
He's been
made.
consistently calling that
he's
pitch.
He's been calling that pretty much all day.
Yep.
That's what you want. You want consistency out of your umpires. There is a ground ball hit to the second baseman.
He did get back in time.
It was second base who was reasoning. Check that. That was Hudson Olson to Max Lewin. Lewin laid down to make sure he got the ball, and his big toe was still on the base. So a 4-3 putout ends the inning. Dassel-Cokato doesn't score a run. Did have 1 hit. No errors by Orono-Maple Plain, and 1 runner left on base.
A fairly quick game.
It is cruising right along. It's a little bit after 6 p.m. here in beautiful Fargo, North Dakota. And we are on to top of the 6th. We've got 9-1-2 here for Orono-Maple Plain. Be Hudson Olson, Jack Munch, and Adrian LaCursi.
Solomon is going to start this inning at 56 pitches. So
That's excellent.
yeah,
I don't think the
got through 5 and 56. He's picked up 7 strikeouts, walked 1, and given up 1 hit. So
Hukusi isn't a whole lot different.
No,
He's right there with him.
the only difference really is the 1 run and a couple more hits. Other than that, both pitchers have been fairly even.
Very controlled. I don't think they both. Would you say one's got Solomon has 1 walk?
Yeah, and that was on a 3-2 count, so it's not like it was.
Yep.
So yeah, both pitchers have been efficient, been good. Teams have put the bat on the ball, but really haven't, with the exception of a couple, gotten some solid hits.
Yep. Nothing that has been hit really in either of the alleys. The one double was down the first baseline.
Kind
It
of
was hit
died on
pretty
the right
hard.
fielder.
All right, we've got Hudson Olson, number 8, second baseman. That pitch is low. Hudson Olson lined out to his counterpart at second base in the third inning. As we go to top of 6, there's a called strike. 1-1's the count. Ball outside, 2-1. There's a called strike on the inside corner of the plate. 2-2 to Hudson Olson. Solomon is working fast and throwing strikes. 3-2 after the miss on the curveball. Gets it back and away he goes. Fastball challenged his number 9 batter and struck the guy out. Back to the top of the order. And Jack Munch, who's 0 for 2 on the day with a strikeout looking and a fly out to center field.
Gives Solomon his 9th strikeout of the game.
There's a called strike outside corner. Strike 1 to Munch. That one just tapped. Catcher hops out and proceeds to throw it down the first baseline. The error by the first baseman allows the
I would put that on the catcher, to be honest.
Oh,
there,
sorry.
think,
Yes,
yep.
sorry. Catcher. Yep, most definitely it was on the catcher. That's an E2 that allows the runner to advance all the way to third base.
Might even go with a single and an error.
I
could
we'll
see
that.
we'll see what they do here.
I don't know if he would have gotten him if even on a
The
good
ground
throw.
ball reaches on it. Well, they just gave it a straight error, so
Well, I'm feeling generous. I like the base hit.
I think that
idea.
could have been a base hit with an error on the throw.
Number 2, who is Adrian LaCursi, drives one to right field, and for a sac fly to tie the game here.
It wasn't really a play at the plate.
Nope, a productive out. That was the second out of the inning. We are now tied at 1. Michael Walker, shortstop number 17, fills the left-handed batter's box. There's a called strike by Solomon. That one's high and wide. 1-1. That one's a little bit outside. 2-1.
A bit more narrow on the lefties on the outside
Yep.
corner.
There's a line drive base hit going the opposite way between the third baseman and the shortstop. And puts Walker on first base for his second hit of the game. He's 2 for 3 now. Dane Canwisher is 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout. 2 outs here in the top of the 6th inning. Orono-Maple Grove has tied it now at 1 apiece. There's a swing and a miss by Canwisher for strike 1. Solomon misses a little wide on that one. 1-1. There is a forced balk there that doesn't.
On the balk, he stepped off. He called the balk. He stepped off.
We're holding on here. Umpires are going to confer.
Yep. And the field umpire is correct. He did step off and then turned. I don't think the behind the plate umpire saw him step off, but
So that will go as a 1-4 put out and end the inning with Canwisher at the plate. It was the right call. The base umpire made the right call on that one. He saw that he stepped off. He turned and wheeled and fired to the second baseman, who applied the tag, and that ended the inning. However, Orono-Maple Plain scores once on 2 hits with nobody left on base. After 5.5, we are tied at 1 between Dassel-Cokato and Orono-Maple Plain. Here we go, bottom of the 6th inning. Dassel-Cokato coming to the plate. The pitcher Salmon, Anton Otia, the right fielder, and Brody Berggren, the first baseman, are up in the bottom of the 6th inning. Orono-Maple Plain has tied it at 1. Isaac Salmon, pitcher, swing and a miss. Did not get cheated on that one. Husky is throwing very well, just as Salmon is.
Yeah, he started this inning with, 2 pitches there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, he was at 69 or 67 pitches.
There's a nice curveball for 0-2. There's a high fastball, chopped to third, through the third baseman. A shortstop makes a nice play and nice attempt. I think that going as a base hit, I believe, would be the correct call on that one.
That'd be my guess too. We'll see.
I think it flashed up there already as a hit, so I think
go.
we're in the right. We're in the right on that.
We're in the
one.
ballpark on that one then.
Salmon is at first. Anton Hotia, the right fielder, number 91, is at the plate. Anton tries to bunt one very high, and it goes all the way to the backstop off of his bat for a strike. 0-1. Third baseman Canwisher is about 60 feet.
Oh, nice play.
And Patia, with Canwisher playing in, drives one past Canwisher down into left field for a base hit. Little draw him in to get him to think you're bunting, and then you slap it by him. Base hit.
As a third baseman, makes your heart stop just a little bit when you see him take that full swing.
Full swing, and you're going, oh my goodness, what am I doing here? Brody Berggren is now at the plate. He squares to bunt. There's another bunt that squirts just foul. They are small balling it here. 0-1 to Berggren. Berggren reached on a error and has also gotten a base hit. He's 1 for 2 on the day. Squares again. First baseman is crashing. And he chops one just wide of third for a foul ball. Strike 2. Well, they're going to have him bunt again. Hard to do 0-2.
It's hard to convince yourself to do that.
Yep.
Goes against pretty much all rules, but teams have done it.
Yep.
And I believe he might have been the one that put the bunt down the last time and actually got it down, but I can't remember if that was his hit or not.
That seems correct.
Oh, he is. And he did
Another
too.
bunt, and he got it down, and He just beat it out. That's a base hit
And they're going to be
down the baseline there.
There's going to be an error on the. Kind of a snowball fight here.
Yep. So we got a base hit on the bunt. Error on the pitcher with the throw to first base. So E1 there, and that allows the Berggren to come all the way around to third base, and the two runners in front of him came in to score.
So the gamble with 2-strike bunt
Gamble.
pays off.
That's you have confidence in your guy to get it down, which he did, and he would have beat it out anyway, so he got a base hit off of that. Scored 2 on that. And then the throw kind of made everything chase around after that.
Ended up getting to third.
There probably was a play at the plate, but
Would have been close.
it would have been close, but the throw was high. You can't assume an error on that. Quick mound visit from the Orono-Maple playing coach.
Yeah, just come out and settle everybody down. You can see he's moving the third baseman in. Third baseman's getting to the line this time.
Nathan Lintz, the left fielder, is batting. Fouls the first pitch back for a strike. Still nobody out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Lintz has a fielder's choice and a strikeout looking to his name right now for his earlier at-bats. There's a ground ball right back to the pitcher.
Runner got a little bit ahead of himself there,
Yep.
I think.
And the pitcher made a nice play, a little fielder's choice. Gets the runner to the batter to first. And looks like a 1-2 put out for the first out of the inning. Center fielder Parker Hadia now at the plate. He's gotten on a base hit and lined out to center field. Score is 3-1 right now in favor of Dassel-Cokato. Runner at first base. Parker takes a strike. A little defensive indifference for the base runner. Strike 1 to Parker Batia. Catcher does a good job blocking that one on that low pitch. Kept it in front of him. Kept the runner at second base. 1-1's the count. 1 out on that play from the pitcher back to the catcher to keep him.
No, said it hit him.
Yep, looked like you got him on the little padding on there. So we got a hit by pitch, and we're back to the top of the order here. Alec Anderson comes to the plate, who's reached on an error, grounded back to the pitcher, and grounded out to the first baseman. Maybe looking for a little small ball here again.
Yeah, with 1 out, I wouldn't.
1 out, I'd be very surprised if he didn't. With as well as they handle the bat, and there he lays one down, and it just rolls foul. He was looking more like a drag bunt. He was running for a base hit on that one because he knew the third baseman was staying there, and that meant the first baseman was crashing, and the pitcher was covering the third baseline. And that's where he's trying to hit it.
He stabbed at it just a little bit. But I would suspect he'll Try and put one down again.
The way they handle the bat, they've done a really good job with it.
Nope.
Swinging straight away.
Gets one
And that one drops in, kind of in that Bermuda Triangle where nobody can go get it.
Yeah, really a no man's
There's a
land
no
there.
man's land. And it looks like a line drive in the book, if you're doing book.
Yeah, the downside is I think the second baseman went to cover second base on that, and I think he
Yep.
might have had the best chance at that one, but
He most certainly did.
A
That
hit.
was his job to go out and get that one.
a hit nonetheless.
It's like the infield is playing in with one out here. Ryan Reasonen at the plate. Ball high. Ryan's 0 for 3 with a couple of Ks and a pop out to the shortstop. He swings and misses.
Similar
at the
pitch, but that one got him, I think, a little bit further inside.
Correct. It's different. They were going when he wasn't showing up. That's different. If he shows the ball like before,
There's that fastball fouled away. 1 and 2 is the count. Dassel-Cokato is looking to break this one open here a little bit. Bases loaded with 1 out. Got your number 2 hitter, Ryan Reasonen up. Ball outside, 2 and 2. Catcher's doing a good job of keeping it in front of him. Swing and a miss by Reasonen. That's his 3rd strikeout on the day, and that is the 2nd out of the bottom of the 6th inning. Catcher Jaden McKinley is coming to the plate. He's 1 for 3 with a base hit last inning. He also has a ground out to the first baseman and a ground out to the second baseman. First pitch, ball inside. Left-handed batter hits a ground ball to second baseman, who makes the routine 4-3 putout to end the inning, but not before Dassel-Cokato puts up 2 more runs on 4 hits. 2 left on base and 1 Orono-Maple plane error. After 6 complete, Dassel-Cokato leads 3-1 over Orono-Maple Plain. Top of the 7th here at Jack Williams Stadium. Dassel-Cokato leads Orono-Maple Plain 3-1 in the first round of pool play here for the Jim Peterson tournament. Dassel-Cokato put in a couple of runs here at the bottom of the 6th inning to give them the lead.
Salmon's going to start out the top of the 7th inning here, looking to go the complete distance. With 71 pitches, he's given up 2 hits, 1 run, but it is not earned. And then base on ball, 1 and 8 strikeouts.
All right, first batter is Dane Canwisher, who grounds one hard to the third baseman, who barehands and makes a strong throw to first.
That was a good play.
That was a very nice play.
He was kind of settled in to catch that one, and the bounce took it to his right hand and didn't hesitate.
Yankee to Berggren. Yankee to Berggren. That was a very nice play, bare-handed play. Next up, Max Lewin. Max Lewin. There's a swing and a miss. Oh, check that. Looks like we may have a sub in here. Campbell Reiser. There we go. So Campbell Reiser is taking the at-bat here. 1-1. Lewin was 0 for 2. Campbell Reiser, number 5. Took a strike to start, now 2 consecutive balls. There's another strike. 2-2 to Campbell Reiser. That one skips in, ball 3. We got full count here. Orono-Maple Plain needs a base runner and a big knock here to keep the game going. That was a swing and a miss for strike 3 by Reiser. 2 outs. Catcher Blake Schlintz is at the plate. As they say, the bloop and a blast, you need to get the bloop first. There's a called strike on a curveball. Isaac Solomon is still dealing out there. That one hops in and then bounces up and hits the batter in the chops, or in the face, somewhere area. Okay, giving him a second here. 1-1 is the count. Blake Schlintz here is 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a fly out to right field. There he takes another strike on the inside corner. Orono-Maple Plain ends it right there.
His 10th strikeout.
On the fastball on the outside corner that Schlintz swings through to end the game.
82 pitches, 2 hits, 1 walk, 10 strikeouts, and 1 unearned run. That's
that is a
pretty good day for
very
Salmon.
solid pitching line by Salmon. Doesn't take anything away from Hukusky, who also pitched very well.
Yeah, the difference was the 1 inning. Hukusky gave up 10 hits, but again, take a couple of those away depending on which game changer you're looking at.
Right.
Gave up 3 runs, and he had 8 strikeouts himself and finished the game with 89 pitches. So
yes, very well played game between these two Twin Cities teams. Orono-Maple Plain now is 0-1 in their pool play, and Dassel-Cokato is 1-0. Next game is about approximately an hour away between Thief River Falls and your Fargo Post 2 team, starting somewhere around 7:30 as they prep the field. We're going to go find something to eat and kind of figure out what we're going to do. Thanks so much for joining our broadcast, and come on back. We got a full day tomorrow of it, so we're excited to bring you some of the broadcasting here at